and welcome to Metro Morning. I'm Smita Prasanna.
Good morning everyone, I'm Pragati Dokania. Let's head straight to the headlines.
Street retailers, are they the next big thing in the price-sensitive market?
The Golden Chariot sets off on its inaugural run. A new milestone for Karnataka tourism.
Discrimination in adoption. It's not fair, say adoption agencies.
Street retailers are a sharp contrast to shopping malls with their big brands, and you find them everywhere.
Some commuters may think they're a nuisance, but as Shamita Malik reports, these street retailers, with their easy accessibility, may just be the next big thing in the price-sensitive Indian market.
A common scene at the traffic signals of Bangalore and on the pavements. Street retailers peddling their goods. These stuffed toys are at least 5 times cheaper than what they would cost at the mall. The price factor perhaps explains why street retailers have a ready market.
These toys
are affordable, that is why people buy them here. In the shops, you get things at fixed rate, but here you can bargain. Rich people can afford to buy them from branded shops. The middle class cannot.
I feel it's better. That's why we search the roadside shop to get these covers and all, instead of going to mall or something.
But there is a question over the legality of the street trade.
It is illegal, and we police daily we book them under Karnataka Police Act. But as soon as the police, before reaching them, they'll start running away from the place. Totally it is illegal, and it is not just one jurisdiction problem. It is a problem where we come across all over our country. And most of the metropolitan cities, that too in busy areas like MG Road, Brigade Road.
So, Section 90 of the Karnataka Police Act says street retailing is illegal, but legal experts offer a contradictory view.
They have to feed their family, no? So it is not illegal, we cannot say it is illegal. So they themselves earning and they themselves feeding their families. How can we say it is illegal? It is legal only.
Clearly, there is a question mark over the legal status of street retailers. But there seems to be no questioning the fact that many find their products both affordable and of good quality. Household items, helmets, sunglasses or stuffed toys, you name it, these street retailers seem to have it. And it's not about branding or location, nor is it an issue of legal versus illegal. The price-sensitive Indian consumer wants value for money and convenience. The street retailers exploit this opportunity to the fullest. So it looks like street retailing is going to be the next big phenomena. With Avin Nanjappa, this is Shomita Malik for 360.
Karnataka's first luxury train, the Golden Chariot, rolled off on its maiden run last night from Bangalore with 50 passengers, many of them foreigners.
Over the next 1 week, they'll take a close look at the state's rich culture and heritage. Along the way, they'll be treated like royalty. How about we take a ride with them?
The Golden Chariot is the third of its kind in India after the Palace on Wheels and the Deccan Odyssey. The first batch of passengers boarded the train at Yeshwantpur last night. Each passenger is paying $350 per night, and for the next 7 nights and 8 days, they will be traveling through the heritage sites of Karnataka and the beaches of Goa.
I'm really looking forward. Looks very exciting.
The organization till now was perfectly. People are very friendly, the country is very nice, and I think it's nice for my holidays.
The Karnataka State Tourism Development Corporation has spent 30 crore rupees on the Golden Chariot project to give a boost to tourism in the state.
Karnataka so far has not been showcased and explored, because at most of the locations like Hampi or Pattatkal, which are World Heritage Sites, we don't have proper accommodation. This will give you a five-star accommodation.
The Golden Chariot's interiors have cost more than 6 crores. Every element of the train reflects the history of Karnataka. The carvings, wall panels and furniture are inspired by Mysore and Hoysala architecture. And each coach has been named after the dynasties that ruled the region.
Earlier, we had done a trip of Hampi and Belur, Harebead, all these places, and Mysore Palace and all that, to take inspiration from.
This 5-star hotel on wheels has 2 restaurants. Nala and Ruchi serve traditional Indian meals. Passengers can toss back a few drinks at Madira, the lounge bar, and they can unwind in the spa or the gym.
It's like running a hotel, the proper hotel. We're just doing it on wheels. Taking care of the smallest needs, I think that is what, making them feel comfortable and making them feel very rich. So that's what we believe in doing it.
The Karnataka Tourism Department is optimistic of the Golden Chariot venture. It hopes to not only promote destination Karnataka, but also promote the concept of luxury tourism. She's going on her first commercial run today, and we hope that the initiative of KSTDC is a huge success. With Avin Nanjappa and Pragati Dokania, this is Smita Prasanna for 360.
Wow, now that's a journey we'd all like to be a part of. But moving on, when it comes to adoption, there seems to be a new openness about the process, which was still recently shrouded in secrecy.
But this openness is also helping to unveil a trend that many consider disturbing. More parents seem to be inclined to choose a child based on its skin color. Ankana Chakraborty investigates.
Bangalore businessman Venkatesh and his financial consultant wife Sangeeta have come to this adoption agency in RT Nagar for their weekly counselling session. After 3 more weeks of counselling, they hope they'll be ready to adopt a child. And what factors will they consider when they choose their child?
Color definitely plays a role. If you decided that you're doing a social cause and things, it's not a right thing. So when you're doing it for your own selfish interest, I would say it will be better off.
And if they choose a child on the basis of skin color, adoptive parents say it's because they're thinking of the child's welfare.
It's quite common in schools, like, children discussing things like this. Tomorrow, I don't want my child to be standing out in the crowd, like, because, hey, she's adopted. Like, no, that's not what I want for my child. So, better safe than sorry.
Adoption agencies say Venkatesh and Sangeeta's point of view is not an isolated one, nor is it unusual. Adoption experts are now concerned that this is a disturbing trend and they think this is discrimination.
I did have to ask the family to please look in the mirror and check what their own color was. Do you want to have a trophy? Do you want to carry a trophy, or do you want to parent a child? Do you want to be parents?
But not all adoptive parents think about the child's skin color.
My mother-in-law really wanted a Gori Chitti grandchild. It's a child that you're looking for to complete your family. And I think that should be the first criteria.
Experts say there is a simple solution to the problem. Tell the child it's adopted.
I have been told that I was adopted since I was a little girl, even before I completely grasped what the concept meant. So, since I've always known when people ask me about, or ask my parents why I look different from them, or when they try to spot similarities, and it doesn't really bother me because, if you've known forever, it doesn't really affect you in any way whatsoever.
Adoption agencies have been counseling adoptive parents on this issue, and they say it's the parents who ultimately have to help the child develop the skills needed to cope with the dictates of society. Since adoption is primarily an issue of choice, there is no law to prevent this discrimination on the basis of skin color. Adoptive parents have their reasons for choosing the fair-skinned child, but is it fair to do so? That's the question experts and adoption agencies are grappling with. This is Ankana Chakraborty with Avin Nanjappa for 360.
With that, let's take you through the special stories we have for you.
You see them peddling their jari-booty medicines on the street. Do these Ayurvedic nomads have a future?
Snooker, it's all the rage with youngsters who have a passion for sports. All that after the break.
Hi there, welcome back with Smita and me Pragati. Moving on to a special story segment. Most Bangaloreans won't give them a second look. In fact, most of us are downright skeptical and dismiss them as quacks.
But a small section of the population still believes in the healing powers of these traditional medicine men. We have a special report.
दूर तक मशहूर है। रुकावट में कमी, हाथ का पतला होना, भूख की कमी।
Day in and day out, loudspeakers urge passers-by to walk in and have their ailments treated. From gastric pains to arthritis, roadside medicine men claim to have a solution for every health problem. But there are not many takers for these Ayurvedic nomads.
हम लोगों के पहले जो कार्य थे, मतलब अपना बिजनेस था, बहुत अच्छा था.
We used to have a flourishing business, but then people began writing terrible things about us. They say Ayurveda is bad. They even criticize Ramdev Baba. If they can write about him, who are we? We are just ordinary nomads.
There are other factors too that have affected their livelihood.
आयुर्वेदिक के ऊपर में बहुत कम जा रहा है, मतलब
People have stopped having trust in Ayurveda. They have more belief in allopathy. They don't understand that Ayurveda clears the illness from the root.
But there are a few people who have faith in these street remedies.
We take these medicines on trust. Life is possible only when you trust.
And in order to earn that trust, the herbs and roots used in the medicine are gathered during their travels all over the country. The ingredients are then mixed and ground and made into tablets.
Ayurvedic doctors also get their medicines from us. They rely on us. What will they do without us? Some 2 crore people are involved in the whole business.
But Ayurveda specialists say there is reason to suspect the claims of the roadside healers.
These medicines given by quacks, they may be harmful. What they mix, are they really Ayurveda, or they are mixing any other system of medicine, is a question of doubt.
So experts don't trust them. The common man is wary of them. But they say their skills, handed down through generations, will survive. They may not be very popular with the masses, but they're extremely content with the few patients they have and have no qualms about what society has to say about them. These Ayurvedic nomads believe in their healing powers and hope someday people will too. With Avin Nanjappa and Smita Prasanna, this is Pragati Dokania for 360.
And right on cue, our final story. Bangalore's empty spaces are being turned into apartments and playgrounds are being transformed into parks.
So where does that leave our youngsters with a passion for the sport? Avin Nanjappa reports that there are many turning to indoor games like billiards, snooker and pool.
Snooker was once considered a game for its sophisticated. Today, it's a popular local sport, thanks to entrepreneurs who are investing a few lakhs on snooker parlors to keep the sports addict on the ball. Games cost as little as 60 rupees per hour, so snooker parlors have also become a place to socialize in and relax.
You don't know how to spend your time here in college. So you play, you go to forum, there's nothing else to do. So we are all sports addicts, so we thought joining some sport like this. So we take it up as a passion now. My friends introduced me, I thought of learning it as a sport.
There was a time when you took up golf in order to network with top executives. But now experts say that young businessmen are using snooker parlors to set up deals away from boardrooms. Since it is a sport that does not involve running or sweating, snooker is just the right game for business. But for the owners of snooker parlor, there is an element of risk.
It's a profitable, but we have to wait for 1 or 2 years after investing. We have to make a license and everything, like whatever we need for a business purpose. It's very difficult to make this business to move. It costs you at 5 lakh to 6 within. It's very, very tough. It's a risky business.
The growing enthusiasm for the sport has caught the government attention, and the snooker tournament organizers are making most out of the support extended by the government authorities.
KSB it is only helping the players playing in the parlors. Like we send notices, whatever the tournaments what we are conducting. Earlier we used to send only to our affiliated clubs, but now KSB is promoting the games, okay, to search for the talent. We send notices to them stating what are the tournaments being conducted, whichever it is open. But the response is very good from the parlors. Many people started to play from the parlors.
Cue sports are clearly gaining popularity, and young entrepreneurs are grabbing this opportunity to cash in. While snooker parlors are raking the moolah, young enthusiasts are also happy because now they can enjoy a game without burning a hole in their pocket. With Smita Prasanna and Pragati Dokania, this is Avin Nanjappa for 360.
Well, that's all we have for you this morning. You can email your feedback to